gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of St. Albans City School class of 2025. Thank you, band. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Our flag is this way over the stage. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Good evening and welcome to St. Albans City School's celebration of the class of 2025. A few reminders before we begin. Please put your phones on airplane mode. This helps with our Wi-Fi based sound system. Restrooms are located in the hallway to my left. We ask that everyone remain seated during the ceremony. Individual photos are being taken and a link will be shared with families via a bright arrow to access these individual photos. There will be an opportunity to take photos after the ceremony with the balloon arch, which is located outside in the art place. The gallery, thank you. We would like to acknowledge at this time our esteemed guests for this evening. Mr. Charlie Brooks, school board member. And Mr. Jack McCarthy, school board member. And Mr. John Muldoon, assistant superintendent of schools. To our families, we would like to thank you for entrusting your children educational experience with us. To our faculty and staff, we would like to thank you for your hard work and dedication to ensure this class made it to today's celebration. To the St. Albans City School class of 2025, we thank you for the opportunity to watch you learn and grow. We are proud of your accomplishments and excited to see all the places that you will go. After this ceremony, your journey at City School will be complete. We wish you a summer of sleeping in, sunny days, and adventures starting tomorrow. We know you will accomplish great things as the BFA class of 2029. At this time, we will call to the stage our student speakers. Speaking first tonight is Quinlan Buck Welch.
Good evening, everyone, graduates and guests alike. Thank you for being here today with us. It's hard to believe how fast this year has gone by, full of challenges, growth, and unforgettable memories. We're here not just to celebrate the end of 8th grade, but also taking the next step in all of our journeys. I've been going to this school since kindergarten, so I've seen it all. The school has changed, and so have I. These once big and scary halls are now a familiar sight, a familiar feeling. In kindergarten, I was interviewed on who I was as a person, and most importantly, what I wanted to be when I grew up. It was a little hard to understand exactly what I was saying because I had lost my 2 front teeth before I started kindergarten, and as you can imagine, that wasn't ideal for speaking. Nevertheless, I was adamant about 2 things. Ham sandwiches were my favorite food, and I wanted to be a librarian. I'm not quite sure where librarian came from before I could even really read, but I think it's fitting now. Reading and writing have always been my way of connecting with the world. Stories let me see life through different lenses, and writing gives me the chance to express what I never usually do aloud. Seeing me now, I don't think you would guess that I used to be probably the most quiet kid in all of my classes. Had you told me a year ago I'd be up here speaking in front of my whole graduating class and an audience full of guests, I never would have believed you. For years, at all my conferences, I would always hear, "She's a great student, but I wish she would just speak up more in class." And all I would take from that is that I'm doing okay, I'm a great student. What I'm getting at here is that if I could give one piece of advice, talking in class isn't as big of a deal as you think it is. There were so many times where I knew the answer, but there was just that feeling holding me back from raising my hand. That changed when I started getting called on without raising my hand. As most people do, I hate getting put on the spot, but I think that truly it did help me get a bit more comfortable with answering questions. Getting the answer wrong is okay. I even find it easier to remember the answer when you get it wrong. Getting it right is even better, but robbing yourself of that opportunity, just not trying, is, in my opinion, the most damaging thing you can do to yourself as a student. I can't exactly take all the credit without acknowledging a few of the teachers that got me here. My first ever teacher at this school was Mr. Lewis. He's also the one that interviewed me in kindergarten and inspired me to write that whole bit about who I was in kindergarten. So a big thank you to Mr. Lewis because he's the one that started me on this journey. Then, in first grade, Mrs. DuPont came along. She was one of those people that I just immediately clicked with. I never wanted to leave her class. She's a great teacher, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that will be missing her. If you've never had the absolute pleasure of having Miss Cox as your teacher, I feel bad for you. And if you currently have her, cherish these moments. I had the treat of being taught for her for multiple years, and what I've learned from that experience is, if you look up awesome in the dictionary, her name would be right there as the definition. Finally, Mr. Rulo, also known as J-Man, because if I had to pick one teacher that's made the biggest impact on me, I'd say it's him. He's one of the most genuine people I've ever met. He truly cares so much about what he does and the kids he teaches, and I applaud him for that. For me personally, he's helped me not be so nervous about speaking up and having people actually listen to what I'm saying. As I mentioned earlier, I used to be super quiet, and I attribute coming out of my shell more to his circles and randomly putting me on the spot. So, thank you, Mr. Rulo, truly. As for my previous librarian dreams, I don't think that is the career path I will be following. To be frank, I don't know what I want to do in the future, but that's perfectly okay, and I want all of you to know that taking this leap to a new school, new environment, doesn't mean you have to figure out everything super quickly. Slow down and have fun. You will find your passion in time if you haven't already. On that note, I'd like to say today isn't just the end of 8th grade and your run at City School, it's the beginning of something new. Congratulations to the graduates and best of wishes to all of you in high school. And now, our second guest speaker, Finn Sturm.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for being here today. My name is Finn Sturm, and like all of us, I'm a student at this school. A place that's been more than just a building to all of us for the past 10 years. It's been a place where we've spent most of our time, where we've grown, and where we've learned not just math and science, but life lessons, friendships, and values that we'll carry forward. We've all experienced so much here. First projects, last-minute assignments, field trips, heartbreak, and victories, failures. This school, with all of us, it's got its imperfections, but it's become our home. And as we prepare to move onward to the next stages of our lives, I can't help but feel incredibly grateful that this is where I grew up. I'd like to take a moment now to recognize some of the amazing people who've helped make this place so special. Individuals who've impacted my life and the lives of so many others, not just through teaching, but through the care, effort, and personality that they bring every day. Firstly, Miss Basham. You've always been a bright ray of sunshine, always smiling, lifting, and bring joy wherever you went. Thank you for being the light. Secondly, Veronica Chisholm. You really listen. When you speak to a student, it's not just polite, it's genuine. You make us feel heard and understood. It means more than words can say. Miss Sada, the cool teacher. The title is butler, and you somehow make the most boring task feel engaging. You do it while running your own restaurant. You really just bring a smile to the room and make everything entertaining. Thank you. Mr. Lewis, you made me and many others ask, why though? You've encouraged us to explore, observe, and truly think. The hands-on experiments in your class sparked a love for science that still lives in me. Thank you. Ms. Halverson, your flexibilities in how you teach and how you support us is remarkable. You adjust to every student so that they can succeed. It makes a world of a difference. Thank you for believing in each of us. Ms. Dupont, you make the school feel less of a chore and more like a community. Just by being there, your presence add energy and warmth to the room. Thank you. Ms. Forrest, I'll never forget my first project I did in the makerspace, a 3D print for a Star Wars model. And you stepped me through every step of the process and really encouraged me to add more to the design. It's carried with me to this day. It's given me so many skills I can't thank you enough for. Miss Levine, it's like you've memorized every book in the library. You can ask for a title and you'll instantly know where it is, and you'll give your own opinion on it. You can understand why we want a book or Well, why are you doing anything? It's really easy to relate to you. It's awesome. Thank you. Mr. Kelly, anyone in the band would agree that your class is unforgettable. You strike the perfect balance between professionalism and just the right amount of chaos. You've taught me so much and made it as much fun as possible. Thank you, truly. Mr. Coffey, you and the other middle school teachers built the foundation we stood on ever since. You prepared us for high school and beyond. I don't think I can say it enough. Thank you. Miss Collins, even now when I see you in the halls, you smile, wave, and even acknowledge us. You make us feel loved and a sense of belonging that you alone can get. Mr. Steele, you always find a way to make something better, make it more meaningful. What I've learned the most from you is how everything connects. Any two things with enough thought can be linked. The insight stays with. It's a skill that I really don't hope to speak there off that last. Thank you.
How's the idea?
Miss Gage, you really understand us. You get how we think. It makes us laugh, and what we really care about is what you can agree with. You ask us questions to learn about us, not just to make conversation. You really make learning feel natural. Thank you. Mr. Rula, you bring this calm, thoughtful energy into every science class. You really understand how to approach us differently, and on our off days, you can really show that kind of compassion that doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you. And finally, to all teachers, staff, and mentors who helped us grow, thank you, truly. Every kind word, every extra minute that you spent with us, every lesson, they've shaped us. You've changed our lives, often in ways that you cannot reveal this. And as we stand here about to go in separate great ways, you carry more than just memories. We carry the lessons, the laughter, connections that we face here. And while today they feel like an ending, I think it's really a beginning, the start of something new, built on everything we've learned here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for the way you lifted us up and continue this lecture. And before I go, I'd like to share one last thought with all of you, a poem I created to go in tandem with this speech. Tree within. We grow like trees in passing years, fed by our coats, shaped by our fears. The bark we wear is not our own, just layers forth of what we know. It catches voices, scars, and names, the fleeting craze, the passing flames. But bark will crack and fall away. Time strips us down, thus nothing gold can stay. Still, deep inside, the rings remain, the laughs, the loss, the quiet pain. Not loud or seen, but always near, the things that built us year by year. Growing up, we learned to see what's bark and what's the actual tree. We shed the light of who we seemed and keep the truths of what we once dreamed. What stays is not the mask we wore, but every feeling at the core. Thank you. Please hold, thank you.
Don't know why it turns off. Very sorry about this. Good thing to put the tape up here.
Will it just sit up on the podium?
It might, but probably not. So I'm just gonna do a quick little tape job and hope for the best. Very sorry, but we need audio.
Thank you for your patience.
You now, Stacy. Yes.
At this time, we will have the presentation of awards. Ms. Stacy Rulo, Assistant Principal, will be reading names, and I will be presenting those awards.
Okay, here we go. This one is the longest one. The ELA Award recognizes students who demonstrate exceptional creativity, eloquence, and a profound appreciation for the written word. From crafting compelling narratives to analyzing complex texts, these young wordsmiths demonstrate a mastery of language that captivates and inspires, recognizing their dedication to storytelling, critical thinking, and the art of communication, which serves as a testament to their ability to shape ideas and ignite imaginations. They enrich our world with the beauty and depth of their words. The ELA Award is awarded to Nellie Smith and Daniel Rock Davis. The Mathematics Award recognizes students for excellence in mathematics and problem solving. This year's recipients are Isla Barron and Finn Stern. I will come back for your picture. Nice try. Thank you. The Science Award recognizes students who are observant, curious, and wonder about the world around them, and are logical, objective, and creative problem solvers. This year's recipients are Everett Loomis and Irie Shed. The Social Studies Award recognizes students who are committed to uncovering the complexities of history and have a curiosity for diverse cultures. These students foster positive change in society, inspire their peers, and can persevere. This year's recipients are Rylan Paquette and Carter Shear. The Unified Arts Awards are awarded to students who demonstrate an interest, dedication, and self-discipline in a specific area of the arts. This year's recipients are, for STEAM, Malia Blewin and Adeline Patterson. For chorus, Callie Mossy and Joseph Missouri. For band, Levi Hogue and Trevon Missouri. For orchestra, it's Gabriella Jordan. And wait, Mr. Charpentier wants you to have this special makeup kit for your violin. Gabriella Jordan. For drama, we have Quinlan Buck Welch and Quentin Brooks. we have Natalie Walton and Iset de Jesus Lopez. For physical education, we have Celia Booth and Dylan Billings. The Raider Spirit Award is presented to students who exemplify school spirit, Raider pride, a positive attitude, and a dedication to our school and community. This year's recipients are Miley Patterson and Carter Shear. The Carol McFeeters Memorial Scholarship was established 38 years ago in memory of Carol. She was an avid basketball fan and a great supporter of BFA basketball. Because of this, her family and friends established a scholarship fund to encourage current and future students at BFA St. Albans to improve their basketball skills. Students from area junior high schools are selected to attend either the Comet or Bobway Camp each year. I'm proud to present this year's award to Matthew Chadwick. The American Legion Awards are presented to 2 students who demonstrate courage, honor, leadership, and patriotism within their school and community. This year's recipients are Sierra Renee Trombley and Patrick Demont. The Franklin Grand Isle Bar Association would like to recognize a student who demonstrates strong qualities of citizenship, leadership, respect, and academic commitment through their actions and personal relationships. The Franklin Grand Isle Annual Citizenship Award this year is presented to Finn Stern. At this time, we will present diplomas. Please try to hold your applause until all graduates have received their diploma. At this time, we are going to ask Mr. Charlie Brooks from the school board to come up and present. And about halfway through, we're going to switch to our other board member. Row 1, stand up. Emery Alexander. Denarville Ashley. Isla Barron. Matthew Bujel. Ariane. Aaliyah Bigelow. Dylan Billings. Samuel Blay. Malia May Lewin. Oh, don't forget your picture. Come on back. Malia May Lewin. Celia Booth. Quentin Brooks. Quinlan Buck Welch. Matthew Chadwick. Chloe Cook. Loki Coppinger. Zoe Dashnoff. Iset de Jesus Lopez. Patrick Demont. Daniel Douglas. Elijah Giovanni Garcia. Joanna Garcia. Simon George. Benjamin Lee Haybacker. Jacob Haskins. Levi Hoyt. Carlos Inca. Gabriella Jordan. Autumn Crayons. Olivia Lesperance. Sophia LaPierre. Jacoby Jet LaPlante. Everett Jack Loomis. Daniel Likens. Ava LaRose Mahoney. We're just going to hold out for her. Oh, don't go away, take your picture. going to switch our board members. Please welcome Jack McCarthy. Leo McBee. Gio McNally. Joseph Missouri. Trevon Missouri. Caleb Mitchell. Callie Mossy. Liam Muir. Madison O'Hartigan. Lila Olson. Rylan Paquette. Adeline Faye Patterson. Miley Rose Patterson. Soledad Perez. George Peterson. Ava Phillips. Daniel Rock Davis. Colby Allen Rogers. Carter Shear. Lyric Sears. Irie Shed. Peyton Shedrick. Gavin Smith. Nellie Smith. Liliana Sterling. Shadow Stevens. Finn Stern. Sierra Renee Trombley. Chloe Van Leuven. Natalie Walton. Now you can let it rip. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Yeah. You can stand for your great class. Okay. I have the honor of giving the final words on behalf of the staff and faculty. Okay, here you go. Okay, just a second. Okay, good now? Okay. Graduation is a time for looking back on lessons learned, adventures shared, teachable moments filled with special meaning. It is also a farewell, a time for goodbye to teachers, to good times at City School, and time for packing away some memories. It's also a beginning, a time for looking forward, a time to set new goals, to dream new dreams, and to try your wings and see what lies beyond. On behalf of all the staff at City School, good luck to you, and you will be missed. Graduates, please stand. Before they process out, families, if you would please be so kind as to let them process out. They're going to go straight to the cafeteria. You can pick them up there. Okay? All right, one last time. The same